Hey, good morning, Brandon. How are you? Brandon, congratulations to you yesterday. Hey, How to Cook, how are you? How's everybody? My phone want to die on me this morning. I'm doing great. How about yourself? How about yourself, girl? How you doing? I'm trying to put it on now because this phone has acting up. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on. This is sad the way my phone is doing this morning. Hold on. Thank you, How to Cook. Hold on. Thank you. I know I said congratulations. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Brandon, that is so nice. Hold on. Hold on. This thing is not letting me do anything. Hold on. I'm crazy right now. Hold on. So Brandon, congratulations. Congratulations. Yep. So how's How to Cook doing? So how's How to Cook doing this morning? How you doing this morning, How to Cook? I don't know what's wrong with my phone. Brandon, wow. So you'll be able to go live on your phone, huh? Pretty soon. Brandon. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. You'll be able to go live now, Brandon, soon. Did I got that right? I think I did. Yeah, Brandon, I'm so proud of you. Yay, Brandon. He'll be able to go live soon. Yeah, live stream on his phone. As soon as a couple more people get in here, we're going to talk about our topic. So I'm hoping everybody having an awesome Sunday. And happy Father's Day to the fathers that's coming in or come in this morning. Yeah. Yep. Mm, 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 mm. Yep, yep, yep. That is the way it goes. That is the way it goes. Yes, it is. hoping everybody having an awesome morning. It's Father's Day here to the fathers. Oh, it is great. Yeah. Hi, how are you? Thanks for joining this morning. Waiting on a couple more people to get in here so I can get started on my topic. Yep. We gotta wait on more people to get in here. They must be sleeping this morning. I don't know what's going on. A lot of people on live stream this morning. Yes, they are. Hey, good morning, Sonya. How are you, love? How you doing this morning? How you doing, girlfriend? How did everything turn out for you? Did you get everything straightened out, Sonya? Ooh, I'm so sleepy. Did you get everything straightened out, Sonya? I'm over here looking at the news. Yeah. This boy in Blaine, Minnesota, he took the car for a joyride. I'm doing good. How are you doing from yesterday? How did things turn out? You all right? I'm worried about you, sis. I was like, I wonder where's my sis at? Then I got your message. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Yes, I did. Thanks for. Oh, you're very welcome, sweetie. Waiting on a couple more people getting here so we can talk about teaching your children. Because a lot of people don't. This little boy, 4 years old, took his mother's car for a joyride to get candy. These people are crazy. 4 years old. What in the world he know about driving a car? Yeah. Yeah. I am so sleepy this morning, girl. So sleepy. I could just fall over on this table, on this couch right now, go to sleep. Yeah, we're going to talk about teaching your children. So, because so many people don't teach their kids. They think their kids know everything. These kids think they know everything. You need to teach them about the Bible. Let them know that there is a God. That's why so much stuff happening in school. That's why so much stuff happening here in the world. Because we don't teach our kids what they need to know. So many kids letting our kids fall short because they're not teaching them. They're not reading the Bible. Some kids don't even know nothing of the Bible because some mothers don't even open up to teach them. You got to teach a kid the way to go, and they'll never part from it when they get older. But usually kids still part for stuff no matter how you teach them. They still going to part from it. But something is going to still stick in their mind to know, I used to go to church. I used to pray with my mother, and they want to do that with their family. But most of the kids don't want to do that. They don't want to know parts of the Bible because they're not taught while they're little. Yeah, regardless of they like it. Yeah, right. Regardless if they like it or not. I'm saying we have to teach our kids about the Bible. We got to teach our kids the right way. People don't do that anymore because they don't believe in it. Mostly parents don't believe in it. We learn from our parents. We're gonna learn anything from our parents. We're not gonna learn it from ourselves. And not only that, you learn it from people in school. You learn hate from people in school. That's how kids learn hate from people in school. And you learn it from your parents because some parents doesn't believe in different colors. You know what I mean, black and white. So they teach the kids not to believe in that or hate the other race or whatever. So you have to teach the kids the way you want them to be. Be taught the right way. Not just teach a kid and not teach a kid and let them go out there in the world. That's why so many kids going out in the world don't know nothing because they're not taught nothing. When you're not taught nothing, you're not going to know nothing. You don't know nothing about the Bible because your mother never opened the Bible. You don't know how to treat people because your mother never treated nobody wrong. All you know is what your mother taught you. If you see your mother fighting all the time, fussing with somebody all the time, you're going to grow up the same way, being a bunch of drama. You don't want your kids like that. You want your kids to be better. You want to teach them the way they should be taught. And yes, kids do grow out of what you taught them when they get older, but it's still going to be something embedded in them that they're going to learn that, what, my mom used to do that. My mother taught me better. Your kids going to do what they want to do regardless, but at least you taught them. Teach them while they're young. Don't wait till they get older and teach a child. Most of the people wait till their kids get older. They already been in school. They already listen to what other people say, so they're going to go by what other people say. You better teach a kid now while they're younger so they'll know. And when they get older, they won't part from it. But like I said, some people still part from it. Regardless what you teach them, they still do it. Like I said, my kids, I taught them how to go, but we can't hold our kids' hand. We can hold our kids' hand for so long, but they're going to go out there and look at what other people do in school. They're going to go out there and do what they want to do or listen to what other people say. So they're going to want to be one of those cool kids and do what they do. But we still have to teach our kids, no matter what they say. We still have to be the mother. We still have to be the parent. There's not too many people being parents. They're letting the kids be parents and let them teaching them. You are the parent, so you have to teach your kid the way the world is today. That's why the world is the way it is today, because we're not teaching our children the correct way. Kids have a lot of pressure nowadays, more to get in. Absolutely. The reason why they have so much pressure because they're looking at the next person what the other person is doing. Yeah, there's a lot of peer pressure out there in the world. But we still have to teach them regardless of peer pressure. We got to teach them the way to go. We got to teach them about the Bible. Some kids don't even know about the Bible because their parents don't read it. If a parent don't know about the Bible, a kid ain't going to know nothing about it. If a parent don't go to church, a kid don't know nothing about going to church. We don't go to church. We never go to church. We just sit home and we do this. I mean, it's okay to sit home, but let's at least teach them about the Bible. Let them know there is a God. Some kids don't even believe in God, and they don't know why they don't believe in God because they listen to what the other person is saying. Oh, he don't believe in God. I don't believe in God. You don't even know nothing about the Bible. You haven't even opened up the Bible to know anything about the Bible if you believe in God or not. Because this is what you taught. This is what you see. Peer pressure. And that's what we have on our kids, to give them peer pressure. Do you sit down and talk to your kids and ask them, how was your day? Are your day going okay? Do I need to know anything about you? Is anybody bothering you in school? Is anybody pressuring you? People don't talk that to their kids anymore. They just send them out to school and let them learn on their own. That's why kids come out to be killers, murderers, all this type of stuff, because they're not taught the proper way. We have to teach our kids to talk the proper way. We got to teach our kids to pray daily. We got to teach our kids about the Bible. We got to teach our kids about loving one another. A lot of kids don't love one another because they're not taught that. A kid is going to be the way you are because they're looking at you. You got to understand, when you are a parent, don't let your kids see everything that you do because they're going to mock you what you do. People don't understand that. They think the kid's just going to grow up and do what they're going to do. Kids are going to grow up and do what they're going to do, but they're going to mock what you do also. If you're doing something that's not pleasing to God, they're going to do it too because they're learning from you. Kids learn from their parents. If they see a parent stealing out the store, guess what? They're going to grow up and do the same thing still. Oh, mommy did it. It was okay, so I'm going to do it too. So you have to teach your kids while they're young. Teach them about the Bible. Teach them about the goodness of the Bible. Don't just teach them a little bit and say, hey, you going away. Don't let the school teach them. School going to teach you what you need to know about your work, but they're not going to teach you how to live right, how to love God. They're not going to teach you that. These days, teachers are just teaching what they can teach and just getting a paycheck. They're not worrying about your kids if they're suicidal. They're not worried about your kids if they're crying. They're not worried about none of that stuff. I know these days, I was looking at these celebrities. They're doing all kinds of stuff, taking off their clothes, nothing, and our kids, right? Absolutely. Even celebrities doing this in front of their kids. Like Kim Kardashian, taking ribs from her body. God didn't tell you to take no rib from your body. You were born with that rib. Why take it out? Your daughter watching you do all this crazy stuff to your body, and she's gonna grow up and do the same thing. Just doing stuff that you have no business doing. We got to live the proper way, and we got to do it right. We got to teach our kids the right way. We don't want to teach our kids a mess because you know what? When they grow up, all they're gonna know is mess. We got to start from little. Kids need to learn from little. That's how they grow. That's how they learn. That's how they nurture. You need to nurture your kids. Nurture your kids how to be the way you want them to be. Yeah, she took a rib out of her body, Sonya, to make her waist small or whatever I don't know what she's doing, but she's doing stuff she had no business doing, and her kids watching her. Your kids gonna watch what you do. Your kids gonna mock you. People don't think your kids mock you. They mock everything you do, and it started from little. Especially girls, they watching their mother or watching their mothers become a mother. And if you're not teaching them about the Bible or how to be a lady, a young lady, not out here doing this and doing that, they're gonna do just what you do. If you're out here being wild, guess what? Your daughter gonna do the same thing you do. Just like our sons are watching their dads do this and do that. If your son's watching you beat on somebody, they're gonna grow up and do the same thing. They're gonna go beat on somebody. You can't go beating on people. You can't do this type of stuff in front of your kids. We need to teach our kids right from wrong. We don't teach our kids this because we let the schools do it. School don't teach your kids that. School is teaching you kids their work, but sometimes not even the proper work. Kids are learning from kids in school. They learning hate from kids in school. When you find out somebody hates somebody, because they learn it from kids in school. They're not learning from us. Learning from kids in school, but sometimes they're learning from the parents at home. You can hear a parent in front of a kid saying, oh, I hate her. So a kid gonna say, oh, I hate him. Oh, I don't like this color. I don't like that color. Because they learning it from you. Oh, I remember seeing her at that show in Vegas. She did have a small, yes. Doing all this crazy stuff, Sonya's sad. And you got daughters watching you. You got kids watching you. Watch what you do in front of your children. You have to teach your kids the right stuff. There's no way I'm going to do all that crazy stuff in front of my children. Just like fussing and yelling and doing all that in front of your kids. Your kid's going to think that's the way to live. That is not the proper way to live, fussing and yelling in front of your children. You better sit down and read the Bible to your children. You better sit back and talk to your kids and ask them, is there anything that I need to know about you? Do you have anything going on in school? Most of the kids is under a lot of pressure. You don't know it because you're not being a parent. And our kids think that's cute. Yes, they think it's cute. They think it's cute, Sonya, and it's not cute. It's horrible. It breaks my heart to see when I counsel kids at school and the stuff they say out their mouth, being as young as 5 years old, it's horrible. Because they're taught what they see at home, what they see in schools. Your kid don't have to be that way, but if they're watching you at home doing that, if they're watching stuff at school, the same stuff that you're teaching, that you're not teaching them, they're going to do these things. Kids don't learn hate on their own. They learn it from home and at school. Kids don't know what color and this color not to hate or this not. They learning it from school. They're learning it from home. You're not teaching them right. When I grew up, I learned to teach my children about the Bible. If they grow up and don't want to read the Bible, that's on them. They got to answer to God once they get older. We are responsible for our kids until they're adults. Once they're adults, they are on their own. They're on their own. Once they get grown, I can't tell them not to read the Bible anymore. That's on them. If they don't want to read the Bible, at least I implanted that into them. At least I learned them how to be a good woman or a good man the way I was. So as long as we implanted it to them and they get older and they want to do their thing, let them do their thing. It's nothing we can do about it, but we still want to talk to our children, even when they're older. Hey, you need to go to church sometime. Hey, you need to open up the Bible. Hey, I love you. Most of the people don't even teach their kids about love. That's why they don't know nothing about love. All they know about hating, getting over on somebody, mistreating each other, fighting each other, hurting each other's feelings, because this is what they're taught. This is what they see. When you see these things, this is what you're going to learn by. You got to teach your kids the right stuff while they are little. Don't wait till they get 6 and 7 years old. They already know now. They're looking at people in school saying all these mean things, cussing and doing all this. They already know. Teach them while they're little. Start while they're small. Babies, I'm talking about babies. Teach them. Don't wait till they get older and then you say, oh, wow, I should have taught them. Yeah, you should have. You should have been a parent, not their friend. We don't want to be our kids' friend. We want to teach them what they need to know. Teach them about the Bible. Teach them how to become a young lady. Teach them how to become a young man. Teach them how to go to church. Teach them how to pray. Mostly people don't teach their kids how to pray because they don't pray. If you don't pray, how the kids going to pray? If you don't know God, how the kids going to know God? They learning from you. Whatever you teach in your implant in your kids, that's how they're going to be. I don't care what you say. Mostly parents say, oh, they ain't learning from me. They learn it from you because you didn't teach them. That's why they're learning it. They're learning it from the schools and they're learning it from you. Yes, a kid is not going to always listen to what you say when they get older. But as long as you've done your part while they were younger, and if they part from it, there's nothing we can do about it. We still have to pray for those children and make sure they do the right thing. And if they don't, it's nothing we can do about it once they become adults. They are on their own once they become adults. But you still want to talk to your children about learning about the Bible. They learning from you. Yeah, they're learning from you. Absolutely, Sonia. They're not learning from nobody else. They're learning it from you. It comes from home first. And then once they go to school, it goes from the school too. That's why so many kids are killing themselves. So many people you find hanging in the closets, killing themselves, just doing all the time, killing themselves on Facebook because they got so much of peer pressure on them because the parents haven't taught them how to be an adult, how to be a young lady, how to be a young man, because they're learning so much stuff they got from home, and then they go to school and they're learning some more stuff. So what it is about stuff that they're learning. Other than teaching your kids the proper way, how to be a young lady, how to be a young man, how to respect one another. Kids don't know how to respect one another because you have not taught them. They're more influenced by their parents. Right. Yeah, exactly. Sonya, they don't know these things. They're not taught these things. So they're gonna do what they know. Half of the kids don't know nothing. Hey, good morning, Wisdom. How are you, love? How you doing this morning? Welcome to the live stream, love. How you doing, sissy? I'm hoping you're having a wonderful, wonderful morning or whatever time is it there. Yeah. So a kid is going to learn from you. They don't learn from themselves. They're going to learn from you. What you do, what you implant in that kid, that's what they're going to know later. Oh, my mom's still out of stores. So she didn't get caught, so I'm going to do it. My mom used to cuss all the time. She used to fight her man. So guess what? I'm going to do the same thing. Hey, happy Father's Day to all the men. Also, yes, absolutely, wisdom. Yeah, so they're going to learn from you. So you have to teach a kid while they're little. Don't wait till they get 5 and 6 years old, because while they're in school, they're learning from other children and still learning from you. Most of the kids don't know nothing about the Bible because you have not taught them about the Bible. I ask kids, the kids I counsel, I said, do you know anything about the Bible? No, we don't talk about the Bible. Thank you, sweetheart. Okay, Aldica, thank you, love. Yeah. Most of the people kids don't know about the Bible because we're not taught that. Hey, how are you? Thanks for joining this morning. How you doing this morning? Welcome to the live stream. You are always welcome here anytime. Yeah. So a kid gonna learn from what you teach them. Teach a lady how to be a lady. Teach a boy how to be a young man. If you're not teaching them this, they're gonna do what they want to do. They're going to go out here stealing. They're going to go out here killing. That's why you see so much stuff out here. These people doing this because they're learning it from you. You haven't taught them nothing about the Bible, so they don't know nothing about it. Just like I said, I counsel kids at school. I say, so do you know nothing about it? No, we don't read the Bible. We don't never go to church. You never go to church? No. One little girl said, who is God? You're learning it from your parents. That's why she don't know who's God. And those people are going to be lost later on because of a parent. That's why you find so much suicide. That's why you find so much killing. It's good to start early to teach the children of God. Yes, it is wisdom. You start early. That's how kids learn. Start them early. That's what I did to my kids. I started them early. If they part from them, yes, we do how to cook. We have to start them early. If they part from them when they get adult, they're on their own. But still, once they get older and they part, yes, it's true. Once they part from them when they get older, if they don't want to do what they got to do, that's on them. Because as long as we done taught our kids until they're adult, then they're on their own. But while they're little, that is on you. God said that is on you to teach your children the way to go. So much killing, so much stealing, so much all of this in the world is because of you. That's why your kids learn. They learn it from school and they learn it from you. Stop letting the school teach your kids. The teacher is not a parent. She's there to teach your children schoolwork. You got to teach your kids self-control, how to respect one another, how to love one another. Kids don't learn that from school. Kids learn hate from school. They learn how to hate one another. They learn how to discourage one another. It's bad. We got to bring our kids up like the Lord wants us to bring our kids up. Bring them up the correct way. That's why you see kids talking back to their parents, because they're not taught nothing. Kids are being easy, letting their kids be the parent. Who does that? Stop letting your children be parents. They're not parents. They're children. So we got to teach our children the correct way. Learn them how to love one another. Learn them how to teach. Hey, how are you, King? Thanks for joining me this morning. Make sure you thumbs up the live as you come in. Yeah, teach children with love and care. Absolutely, wisdom. We're teaching our kids stuff. They're disrespecting their parents. You know why? Because they're not taught to respect their parents. They're not taught to respect adults. They're not taught to respect adults because so they don't respect adults because they're not taught it. If you're not taught to respect adults, you're not going to respect them. You're going to move on. Oh, I don't have to respect you. So they'll talk to any adults any kind of way because they're not learning from home how to respect. When my kids were little, I taught them how to respect people when they were little. When they grow up, then you know, respect adults. You learn from your peers. That's what they're learning. They're learning from their sisters and brothers. They're learning from people in school. They're learning what hate is. If your kids grow up learning hate, they're learning it from you. You're not teaching them nothing. They're learning from school. They got peer pressure on them, so they don't know which way to turn. That's why so much suicide in the world, because they got so much peer pressure. You don't want a kid to grow up with peer pressure. Got so much on their shoulders and they're little. Got so much, oh, I don't know which way to go. Oh, I don't know nothing about the Bible, because they're not taught about the Bible. They're not taught how to be a young lady. They're not taught how to be a young man because they don't know it. If you don't know nothing, you're going to be the way you are. I see a lot of kids are lost, and it's not the kids' fault. When they're little, it's not the kids' fault. I can see if they're adults and they want to go act the food out there when they get older. That's on them. But when they're little, it's not the kids' fault. They're learning from home. You're fussing and yelling, you're cussing and doing all this stuff in front of your children. And guess when they get older, guess what they're going to do? They're going to fuss and yell and do the same thing you have done. You have to teach the kids the right thing while they're young right now. Yes, you do how to cook. People are so horrible here. You got to be a parent to your kid. Don't let your kid be the parent. You brought them in the world. They didn't bring you in the world. I see a lot of kids ruling their parents around. King OB Games done. Yeah, so don't worry about what other people are doing out there. You teach your kids the right stuff. You learn your kids to love the Lord. When they love the Lord, they'll love everybody else. A lot of kids don't know nothing about the Lord. That's why they don't love everybody else. Yeah, it's true, wisdom. They don't love the Lord. If they don't love the Lord, they don't know how to treat you. Kids don't know how to treat you because they're not taught at home how to treat one another. That's why kids hate so many people, because they taught that at home. They listen to their mother saying, I hate this person. Oh, I hate her. I wish she died. I see a lot of stuff going on at people's homes. It's come from home. If you're teaching your kids those type of things, that's all they know. That's all they know. Oh, I wasn't taught that. Oh, I don't know nothing about the Bible. A lot of kids I talk to don't know nothing about the Bible. I say, you know anything about the Bible? No, I don't know nothing about the Bible. Don't talk to me about the Bible. Hey, good morning. How are you? Hey, good day to you guys. How you doing this morning? Make sure you guys thumbs up the live stream as you come in if you can. Yeah. So teach your kids the right stuff. Let them know that you're the parent. Teach them that it's good to love one another. No matter what you're going through, you have to love one another. And it comes from home. If you're going around acting crazy with your children and letting the kid be a parent, they're going to learn that. They're going to disrespect parents. They're going to disrespect adults. I see a lot of kids disrespecting their adults because they're not learning. They don't know nothing. They don't know how to treat one another. They don't know how to respect people. They don't know how to respect their peers because they're learning it from you. Teach your kids to read the Bible. Talk to your kids. Do anybody talk to their children? There's a lot of people don't even talk to their children. They send them off to school and let the teacher do it. Teacher ain't doing nothing but teaching you schoolwork. So what they're doing is they're learning from the kids in school how to hate one another. They're learning from the kids in school how to disrespect one another. If you teach your kids the right way, they will never part from it. That's what it says in the Bible. But when they get older, we're not responsible for them anymore to learn them how to Bible. They got to learn on their own how to read the Bible. But while they're younger kids, you better teach them so they'll learn from it. Teach them the goodness of God. Teach them how to be a lady. Teach them how to be a young man. Teach them how to love one another. There's so many people hating one another because they don't know the reason, that the simple thing how about to love one another. Love each other the right way. Love each other correctly. You don't know these things because you're not taught these things. When you're not taught these things, you don't do it. Teach them how to read the Bible more. Pray a little bit longer with them. When you see your kids are discouraged or sad about something, talk to them. Don't just send them to school like that. Like I said, when I counseled this little girl, she went home and she hung herself because her mother wasn't there for her. You have to be there for your children all the time, not sometimes. Teach them that there is a God. Teach them how good God is to them. Teach them when they need somebody to talk to that you are there. Most of the kids don't think they have nobody to talk to. So they end up committing suicide. They end up acting out in school for attention. Most of the kids act out in school for attention because they're not getting it at home. When you're not getting kids' attention at home, they simply act out. They act out, they do all kinds of crazy stuff, and you wonder why. And you always ask yourself, I see parents always say, why? Because it started from home, that's why. Hey, good morning, Poetic. How are you doing this morning, love? How you doing this morning, sweetie? Yeah, it starts from home. If you want your kids taught the right way, talk to them. Walk with them. Teach them about the Bible. Open up a Bible and read with them. I just do that with my kids when they were little. Learn that. Because when they get older, they'll take their kids to church. They'll read the Bible to their kids, and they know how to respect one another. Teach your kids to love one another. Do anybody teach their kids to love one another? Do you teach your kids to pray at night? Some people don't even teach their kids to pray at night. Do you teach your kids to pray before they eat? Mostly people don't teach their kids to pray before they eat. I taught every one of my kids to pray before they eat. You need to pray before you eat. Did you forget who gave you that food? So you have to pray before you eat. Always pray before you eat. I do it every day. Pray before you eat. Teach the kids the way you want them to be. Yeah, teach your kids how to pray. Absolutely, wisdom. People doesn't do it no more. That's why so much peer pressure. That's why so many people are killing themselves. That's why so many young people are killing themselves. Oh, I got so much pressure. A young kid should not have so much pressure on them. Young kids that I teach, they have so much pressure on them. 5 and 6 years old have so much pressure on you. You should never have that much pressure on you when you're 5 and 6 years old. They don't know which way to turn. Oh, one little girl told me, I don't know which way to turn. I don't know if I'm coming or going. How you don't know if you're coming and going? You're only 5 years old. It's come from home, people. Bring your kids up the way that you want them to be, and they'll never part from it. They'll never part from it. They may go into those crazy ways, but let me tell you something. They're going to always remember what their mom taught them or what their father taught them. Still got to go this old job until I start the new job, so I'm getting ready for work. Okay, Poetic, thank you, love, for being here anyway. Yeah, so don't worry about what other people teaching your kid. You teach your kid. You be the parent. Stop letting kids be the parent. Stop letting kids disrespect other parents. Stop letting kids be parents anyways. They're not parents. Stop being your kids' best friends. Who does that? Be a parent. Talk to your children on a daily basis. Ask them, is anything going on? If you see a kid sad, ask them, what's going on? Did you do your schoolwork? How was school today? Did anybody bother you? Are you under any pressure? Let's talk about it. Do anybody do that anymore? I don't think that people do that anymore. Why? Because people doesn't believe in the Bible. You get up in the morning and you send your kids to school. You don't say a prayer for your kids. You don't tell your kids to pray before they eat. You don't tell your kids to pray at nighttime. You don't tell your kids to get up and pray. You don't tell them this, so they simply get up out of bed because they don't know nothing about God. They're lost in the world like the parents are. Some of the parents are very, very lost because they don't know nothing about the Bible. They don't know nothing. All they know about going out, hanging out, doing this, doing that, not teaching your kids the proper stuff. Be a parent. Be a parent. And you'll see how your kids will change. They will look up to you. Your kids is watching everything you do. If you're going around hating on one another, if you're going around disrespecting one another, they're watching you. They're learning from you. Nobody else, they weren't learning from you. My kids are grown and I'm still there. Yeah, be there from them. I don't care if they is grown. If they don't want to listen to you, still be there for you. There's a lot of kids when they get grown, they don't want to listen no more. You pray for them and let them learn on their own. If they don't want to listen to you no more, just pray for them and let them learn on their own. Teach your kids to be humble every day. Teach your kids to love one another. Teach your kids to have a good heart. Stop teaching your kids this crazy stuff. Oh, yeah, ghetto stuff. All this ghetto stuff they know. And they know all the words to rap music, but they don't know a thing about a Christian song. When you tell them about a Christian song, I don't know that. I ain't taught that. Mother listens to all this junk, but ain't teaching your kids nothing about Christian music. Teach them about Christian music, how to love God, what it feels like to be a Christian, how it feels to have a good relationship with God. Other than you teaching them all this mess. Oh, this and that. They know all this mess, but they don't know nothing about God. And it comes from home. It comes from home. We got to get up and get out of that type of stuff and have a great relationship with God and do the right thing when it comes to our peers, our children, so they won't be end up committing suicide. And you wonder why they're committing suicide, because they're learning from you. Absolutely, Sonya, you know what I'm talking about. They're learning all this, son. I'm listening to my granddaughter the other day talking about some Tatiana, or whatever. I say, girl, if you don't sit down somewhere. And they learn it from TV. They look at TV, learning all this craziness from TV. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? I said, stop looking at stuff like that. You learning all this crazy music, but they don't know not one Bible verse. They don't know nothing about a Christian song. You sing a Christian song. Where you hear that from? Some parents act like they kids friends. Yeah, poetic, that's what I'm saying. They act like they're friends. Stop being your kid's friend. You're not your kid's friend. Did your kid have you or you had him? Which one? Yeah, absolutely, wisdom. Did you have the kid or they had you? Some people act like the kids had them. You are an adult. Act like an adult. Stop acting like a kid. Acting like a kid. You are an adult. You're there. Your time. Your thing in the world is to teach your children. It says in the Bible we need to teach our children, not let our children teach us. Some of our children teaching the parents, because the parents are just as crazy as the doorknob. It's sad to say, but it's true. It's crazy as the doorknob. Oh, should I go this way? What should I do? Girl, please. Bye, Felicia. Stop doing that. You need to teach your children the right stuff and stop letting them teach you. You the adult. You act like they're adult. I see a lot of kids going around teaching their parents how to do stuff. Really? Stop. Then kids can sing a whole song but can't tell you nothing about. Amen, Sonya. They can sing a whole song. I can see it. I sit up sometime and laugh. Oh, I know that whole song. I know that. Ooh, I know that song. I said, okay. I said, do you know the song Yolanda Adams? Who's that? You know Kirk Franklin? Oh, we don't talk about that. One girl, I was talking to her at counseling. I said, so you read the Bible? Do your mom read the Bible with me? She said, we don't read the Bible. Y'all read the Bible? I said, okay. I said, do you go to church? She said, nope. We didn't go. I said, did you go to church on Easter? I asked her, did you go to church, Pastor? She said, no, we don't go to church. We don't do nothing. She said, on Sundays, we just usually just sit around. I mean, it's okay to sit around sometimes. But if you're not going to go to church, at least read your Bible. Because the mothers listen to Cardi B and twerk so their thoughts move you. Yes, that's what I'm saying, poetic. And then you see your kids going all the way down to the floor. You wonder why she's doing all this crazy stuff on the floor, dancing all crazy and nasty, because she's watching TV and you got it on for her to see it. If you watching it, stop letting your daughter and your kids see that type of stuff. If you want to be a parent, you go watch what you want to watch. But you see your kid is watching you. She watching what you put on TV, so she's going to do it too. She watching how you talk. She watching how you become a mother. If you a mother that's out there doing everything other than the sun, your daughter or son going to do everything under the sun. kid is going to learn from you. If you don't think that's so, you better read the Bible just a little bit longer, just a little bit harder, because then you'll know that they're learning it from you. If I got attitude and I'm acting all crazy, guess what? My daughter going to act all crazy. If my daughter see me living the right way, guess what? She going to live the right way, and she does. She's a good girl. I thank God for my daughter, how she have turned up to be. I'm going to church. Bye, family. Bye, wisdom. Come back again, love. Yeah. So a kid is going to learn from you. If she watching you do all this crazy stuff, she going to do it too. She going to hurt you in the long run. He's going to hurt you in the long run. You're going to wonder, why my kid turn out this way? Think back. They're learning it from you. They're learning it from school. But a kid don't have to learn everything from school. If you're planting stuff into their head now while they're younger, while they're home with you now, they don't have to listen to all that in school. Yes, a kid gonna listen to all that in school. A kid gonna do all that type of stuff. If you're not teaching them, don't do that. Just because you see somebody do something in school, that don't mean you gotta do it too. Teach that to them. I always taught my kids, just because you see somebody doing something in school, don't you do it. Just because you see somebody hating somebody, don't you go around hating them. Let them know that. Talk to your children. Teach your children right from wrong. Teach them to love one another. Teach them to be humble. Be humble. Most of the kids are not humble because they're not taught it at home. Be humble. Have a humble heart. Read the Bible. Love one another. No matter what they do to you, you still love them. They got to answer to God. As long as you spread love to your children the right way, the correct way, they will never, ever, ever part from you. Kids going to learn from you because you are the parent. God said we need to teach our children the right stuff. Stop putting all this negative stuff in your children. They're going to learn negative from you. And you wonder, oh, why my kid is doing this? Because they learn it from you. You so negative. They watching you do all this negative stuff. Guess what? They're going to learn it exactly from you because you are negative. That's who they're going to learn it from. Good morning, my beautiful, looking good, healthy. You must be full of this morning. Hey, yes, I am, Melvin. Thanks for being here this morning. You could have been anywhere you wanted to do, Melvin, but you could decide to be here. I am grateful to have you here this morning. Yes. So a kid going to learn from what you teach them. If you teach them how to do all this little freaky little dance all over the floor, guess what? That's what they're going to do. Because they're looking at you, how you do stuff, how you portray yourself. Mostly people portray themselves out here. They do all kinds of crazy stuff. And that's what the kids are learning. Oh, I'm looking at my mom do it. My mom did it, so that's why I'm doing it. Watch what you say in front of your kids. Watch how you talk in front of your kids, because they're going to look at you and say, you know what? Oh, my goodness. This my mom said that was okay. It's never okay to be mean to people. It's never okay to hate on one another. Your kids is learning from you. Wake up, people, wherever you are in there. Wherever you are in there. I don't get what you're saying, Melvin. Yeah. So learn to love one another. Learn to teach your kids to love one another. I don't care how a kid act toward them. You go talk to your kid at home every day. Before your kid go to school, talk to them. Do you need me to help you with anything? Is anything going on? Hey, good morning, sister. How are you? Thank you so much, Sherry. To ask your kids, is anything going on in your life that I need to know? Is anybody bullying you? Is anybody hating on you? That's why so many kids killing themselves, because you're not talking to them about. Yes, absolutely, Sherry. That's because you're not talking to them about the Bible. You're not talking to them about being a child, learning how to be a good child, learning how to love the Lord. You're not embedding these things in them. If you embed these things in them, they'll never part from it. But if you're not embedding these things in them, they're going to do whatever they want to do out here. They're going to talk. They're going to bully one another. They're going to hate on one another. They're going to hate this color. They're going to hate that color, because they're taught it at home. That's where they get it from. So stop saying that they taught it from somewhere. They taught it at home, in school, and at TV. They're looking at all this stuff that you're putting on the TV for them to watch. So they're looking at it, and they're learning from it, and they're learning from you. So stop saying, I don't know why they did that. You know why. Because you wasn't not being a parent like you're supposed to be. That means I got you all the way. Excuse me, sometimes I speak in parable. Okay, I got you. Thank you, Melvin. Yeah. So we got to learn to love one another. We got to learn to be good to one another, and teach our kids the same thing. Be good to one another. No matter what's going on, we got to teach our kids to be good to one another, because a kid is learning from you. They're learning what you teach them. If you're teaching them to hate, they're going to learn that. If you teach them around what color to like, what color not to like, they're going to learn that, because they're learning it from you. Oh, don't like that color. Why are you teaching your kids what color to like? We all bleed the same way. We got to teach our kids to love one another. Not one certain color. I see that happen all the time. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like them. Because you hearing your mother say that or your father say that, so you're doing the same thing your mother and father said. It's bad. To all my beautiful family and friends, good morning. Happy Father's Day to you, Melvin. If I have not said that excuse me. Happy Father's Day to you, Melvin, and congratulations on you being a good father to your children, and continue on being that good father that you are. Hey, Tavi, how are you, love? Yeah. So learn to teach your children while they're young. Learn them about the Bible while they're young. Don't let them learn this stuff on their own. That's why so many children are lost, because they don't know nothing about the Bible. You haven't taught them nothing. They don't know nothing about church. They don't know nothing about reading the Bible. They don't know nothing about praying. Nothing about praying. Do you teach your kids to pray before they eat? Do you teach your kids that? Mostly people just let their kids eat. I always say to my kids, pray. Pray before you eat. Did you forget where that food came from? Pray before you eat. You should always pray before you eat, no matter what. Pray before you eat, because you forgot who gave you that food. A quick prayer is good. Yeah. Teach your children. Teach them correctly. Teach them to get on their knees at nighttime and pray. Teach them. Teach them. I don't care if it's a little person. Teach them how to pray. Teach them how to get up in the morning and say, hey, God, thank you for waking me up this morning. Just simple prayer. A kid is going to learn from you. Guys, I'm trying to tell you, kids are going to learn from you. Or if you're teaching them wrong, they're going to learn that from you. That's who they get it from. They don't get it from, it starts from home. And then it starts, hey, how are you, Les? Thanks for coming in. Thank you for the big like, sweetheart. How you doing this morning? Yeah. Thank you and your other husbands and other ladies. Good here to tell them they'll be so happy. Father say, if he say who that, tell him a good homeboy. Yeah, good morning. Yeah. So yeah, we got to learn. We learn stuff from our peers. We learn it from our mother or father. If you see your kids acting crazy, guess what? They're learning it from you. If you acting crazy every day, being crazy, just absolute out of the unordinary, a kid gonna look at you. You don't think kids watch you, but kids watch what you do. If you're going around hating on people, saying you hate somebody, they're watching that. Thank you so much, Les, for the like, sweetheart. You didn't have to do it, but you did. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. Yeah. So a kid gonna learn from whatever you do. If a kid going around bullying each other in school, they're learning it for what you do. They're listening to you talk to somebody crazy. Oh, I'm gonna fight that person. So they're learning it from you. Oh, I know why my kid do that. They're learning it from you. That's what they're learning from you. And once they learning it from you, then they go to school and learn it from other kids in school. Kids don't know nothing about killing nobody until they're watching the TV and they're looking at people in school, and you're not teaching them nothing at home. Seeing things yesterday that blew my mind. Wow, did it, Melvin? Wow. Yeah, so learn a kid while they're at home. Anyone wants to help each other here. We don't help each other here. Don't say that here, please. I'm going to have to remove that message. Don't do that. Don't say help each other. We're not here to help each other. We're here to network. Network, not help each other. Network with each other. Yeah, so we got to learn our kids while they're younger how to do stuff. Do it the right way. Don't wait till they get in school and start. Why do people wait till they get in school to teach their children? The Bible said you got to start while they're little. I've seen women and ladies that had on gear that they did not need on. Melvin, people do all kinds of bad stuff. We just got to stay prayed up and don't let that kind of lust get to you. Just stay prayed up, Melvin, because I see a lot of stuff here, but you know what? I'm going to do what I got to do. Yeah. So just stay prayed up and just believe that God got your kids, but you got to pray with your kids every day. Ask your kids every day, is something wrong? Do you need me to help you with anything? Ask them that. Don't just send a kid off to school and they're sad and you don't know why they're sad because you're not being a parent to find out. You're too busy, lazy, laying on the couch or drinking, and not who wants to network. Yeah, everybody wants to network. Everybody wants to network, King. That's the way to say it. Don't just come on here and say, help me do that. Just network with each other. We don't say, can you do this? We network with one another. If you didn't know that, sweetheart, we have to learn to do that in people's lives. You don't come in here and say, oh, can you help me out? No, just network with people. You see people in here, add them as friends. Don't do that part, okay? Thank you. Yeah. So, yeah, we got to learn to love one another and let our kids love one another. Teach our kids about loving each other. Most of the kids don't know nothing about loving one another because they're not taught that. So much hate or help themselves because they don't follow your channel but want you to follow theirs. So I'm not accepting anyone follows. Thank you. Thank you, sweetheart. Poetic. That's my baby. Yeah. You come here and just we got to learn to, when we're networking with each other on here, let me get off the subject for a minute. When we're networking with each other here, we got to network the right way. Mostly people get you, and then once they get where they want to get to, then they let you go. That's not genuine love. That's not genuine. Genuine is keeping that person that you got. Stop coming on here, getting people, and then taking back off. Don't do that. That's sad. We don't want to do that. We want to keep people as our friend. Don't just get on here to get numbers. Because if you're getting on here just to get numbers, you're not going to get nowhere like that. You have not said anything about what I'm talking about the Bible. You just coming on here just to grab. You haven't said anything about, yeah, that's true about teaching your kids. You just come on here grab. Hey, Bessie, how are you doing this morning? Make sure you thumbs up the live if you can, sweetheart. Yeah, stop grabbing all the time. Who does that? My oldest daughter and youngest daughter have the greatest relationship. She just got her permit. Thank God for blessing. Amen. Absolutely. Yeah. We got to do these. We got to help our children out here. Our kids going to learn from us. They're going to learn everything we teach them. If you're teaching them how to be a killer, guess what? They're going to learn these things. They're learning it from you. They're not learning it from school. It starts from you. It starts from home first. If a kid say they want to hang themselves, they're not getting the attention, you're not giving them attention. There's a lot of kids hang themselves because they're not getting enough attention. They don't feel love because they're not feeling loved at home. I made sure when my kids were growing up, I gave them love. I make sure I still give my kids a lot of love. Yeah, you got to give your kids a lot of love. And not just giving them stuff. That's not just give. Mostly parents think teaching a kid is just giving them a lot of stuff. Thank you. It's not just giving a kid a lot of stuff, it's love. Love is talking to your kid every day. Love is telling the kids that, you know what, I am there for you when you need me. I would never leave you. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here to the end until God sends me home. I am here for you when you need to talk to me. I am here for you always. Love is not about just giving. No, that's not love. That's the wrong way of loving. Love is talking to that person about the Bible. Love is telling that person, be kind to one another. Love is telling that person to be humble. Love is telling that person, read the Bible, learn about the Bible, teach them. Don't just give a kid stuff. That's not, just because you give a kid, that don't mean that ain't nothing. People give people stuff every day. That don't mean that you love them because you're giving them all this. That means that you just loving them and you just want them to know that you love them that way. Buying a person something is not loving them. You need to teach that child. Poetic said, right, I'm not into the numbers anyways. I'm just maintaining the requirements to do lives and also have my computer there. Amen. There you go, Poetic. There you go. Absolutely. So love your kids the right way. Teach them, talk to them every day. Talk to them on a daily. When a kid go out to school, before that kid go out to school, and when that kid come home from school, ask them, is there anything that I need to talk to you? Do you need to talk to me about? Is everything going on right in school? How's your grades coming along? Are you still doing good in school? Open a book up and read it with them. Look at their work with them. Study their work with them. Mostly people don't study their work with them because they simply don't care. I'm glad I was raised with sternness and the braided switch, and the times I had to get my own because the old one got worn out. Amen, Melvin. Yeah, we got to teach our kids morals. Not interested in growing. Thank you. I'm happy where I am. Poetic. I love Poetic. She's so funny. I love that girl. One thing about her, she's always here for me. I thank God Sherry's always here for me. And I'm always here from a lot of people. And I thank God for you guys. If I haven't said I thank God for you guys, I thank God for each and every one of you guys. Melvin and you all. You guys are awesome. And let me tell you, you're awesome. I don't care if it's 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. You guys are here for me. Thank you, Jesus, for that. Yeah, getting back to our subject again, though. SP, Sonya is awesome. She's always here for me. Love her wherever she is. She's somewhere in the background, but I love that girl too. Yeah, so we got to embed what we want in our kids. If we embed our kids about how hating each other, guess what? They're gonna grow up hating one another. You embed things in people about color, telling the kids don't like a certain color. Guess what? They're gonna stop. They're gonna hate another color because they're learning it from you. Whatever you teach your kids, watch what you say around your kids because they're gonna learn it from you. Not from nobody else. They're going to learn it from you. If you're teaching a kid, oh, I hate that person. Oh, I hate that color. Guess what? They're going to grow up doing the same thing. Oh, I hate her. I hate him. The word hate is horrible. and you listen, your kids listen to you say horrible things like that, they're going to learn from that. Hey, good morning. How are you? Thanks for joining. Make sure you guys thumbs up the live for me. Yes, some mothers teach their kids color. Yes, they do. They teach them colorism. Yes, they do, Poetic. So they learn these things. Good morning. Thanks for coming in. Make sure you guys thumbs up the live. Come on. I should have more likes than this. Yeah, they're learning it from you. If you're teaching them that, they're looking at that. You teaching your kids how to do this. I'm still here, sis. I'm fixing to wash my hair, but I'm still listening. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you so much, sweetie. Happy Father's Day if there are any fathers in here. Yeah. So yeah, people are learning it from you. If you're teaching your kids how to hate one another, guess what? They're learning it from you. Oh, I don't know why my kids hating one another. You don't know why your kids hating one another. You sit up there talking all that stuff in front of your kids while they were little. They're learning it from you. That's why. Learn to teach your kids the right stuff. Learn to be there for your kids when they need you. Be there all the time. Whether they need you or not, still be there for you. Even when they get be grown, still be there for your kids. Mostly people don't want to be there for the kids when they get grown. Oh, that's on them. No, it's not on them. Still be there for them. I came in right on time. Amen. I'm glad you came here, honey. You're always welcome to my live stream. Come back again all the time, Miss BB. They also teach their kids how to be super babies by telling them to find men with money that can. Amen. That is wrong. Do not teach your kids to be that way. If a kid see you with various men, various women, or whatever, man or woman, they're going to do the same thing when they get older. It goes for the men and it goes for the women. They're going to watch what you do. If a man is raising their son and you got a bunch of men around your kid, hey Gladys, thanks for being here. Make sure you thumbs up the live, love. They're going to watch you. They're going to watch what you do. And when they watch what you do, they're going to do the same thing that you do. Don't think they ain't. They're going to do it. Thanks for being here, Gladys. Yes, you are so right. They learn from us. Yeah, they learn from us. People don't think kids learn from us, but you got to think again. You seeing all this twerking, you doing all this twerking and stuff in front of your children, and you think they're not learning it. Absolutely, they're looking at you. Even the little ones. When you got little kids, they're looking at you twerking in front of them. If you twerk on it by yourself. Don't let your kids see you twerk. If I'm going to twerk, I ain't going to twerk in front of my children. I'm going to go somewhere else. Don't be doing all that stuff in front of your children. They watching you do it. Do it when they ain't around. Ain't nobody say you can't twerk. Twerk all you want to. But they'll do it in front of them because they're looking at you. Especially the little ones. They're learning from you. They're learning from what you teach them and what you embed in them. People always say, oh, my kid is so bad. You know why they so bad? Did you ever think about why they so bad? Did you ever wonder why? Or you just think they learn it just because they learn it? They learn it from school, but then it comes from home first. A kid can go to school and be a Christian and learn your thing, your values, what you taught them at home. And they continue on being that way. They don't let nobody at school steal their joy. They continue on being what their mother taught them. But if they have not learned a thing from home, they're going to learn from the children in school. But it still comes from you because you didn't teach them nothing at home. So they're going to be the way they're going to be. How you like that? So you call yourself a parent. Stop being friends with your kids and be a real parent. A real parent comes from at home teaching, praying with your children. Ask your kid, is there anything that you need to talk to? Learn your kids to pray at nighttime. Do anybody teach their kids to pray at nighttime? Absolutely not. You just suck them in the bed and say, good night. Teach them to get on their knees and pray for their mother. Teach them to get on their knees to pray for their father. Teach them to get on their knees to pray for one another. Don't just pray for yourself because it is selfish. God wants us to pray for one another. I pray for one another. I pray for my live stream. I pray before I get on my live stream. We got to do that. Don't just pray for yourself. That is so selfish. Oh, I pray that I get a big old house and a big old car. What about that man on the street that was homeless yesterday? Did you pray for him? Did you pray that one day he'll find him a home? Did you pray that he'll get some food on the table? Did you pray for that? Or did you just pray for yourself? Pray for one another. Let your kids learn to pray for one another. Don't just pray for themselves. Oh, mommy, I'm praying for just to build. Tell your kids to pray for mommy and daddy. Pray for the next person. Pray for the children that's sick. Pray for the people who don't have homes. Pray for these things. Stop being selfish and just praying for yourself, because that's not going to get us nowhere, because that's being selfish, and God doesn't like selfish people. God doesn't like ugly, and guess what? He ain't too fond of pretty either. How about that? Huh? Melvin said, kids are not bad. They was shown these things that kept my son away from my friend, and they couldn't touch him because I was taught spirit transfer. Absolutely, they do transfer. I do believe that is absolutely true, Melvin. Miss BB said we got to teach them, and that's where I messed up at because my mom, dad, grandma, and aunties were so strict on us. I said I wasn't going to be like that with my kids. Now I'm having a hard time. But you're right, BB. That's why when they're young, you teach them the way you want to teach them. You have to, you know what, BB? We have to be strict on our kids. The way the world is now, you have to be strict because if you don't, you're gonna lose your children. You're gonna have a hard time with them. So if you're strict on them, be strict on them. I'm strict on my kids. Let me tell you, especially girls. They go out here and bring thousands of babies home to you because you have not taught them how to be a young lady, how to carry themselves because they're learning what you've done. Trying to get them together because they are so spoiled. Yeah, mines are too, but they're together now. I see why they were so hard on us. I think my mama every day. Yeah, but you know what? You don't know these things until later on in life. You think them like me. I was always strict on my kid. Yes, I've been there and that. Yeah. We got to learn that when we have kids, we got to embed those type of things in our kids. Let our kids know that I am the parent, you the child. Most of the kids, people don't say that. They let the kids be parent. Let the kid control their life. And you wonder why your kids grow up like that. Be parents. Be parents. Stop letting the kids be a parent. Talk to your kids every day. There's a lot of kids hang themselves because their kids are not listening. They're listening to what other people are saying. My mama always said, I ain't your friend. That's right. That's right. She ain't your friend. That's what I tell my kid. I'm not your friend. I'm your mother. Yeah, I'm your mother. I don't want to be my kid's friend. I want to be a mom. I don't want to kiss up. You know, you see a lot of children disrespecting their parents because they're not being parents to their kids. They smoke. I see a lot of parents smoking in front of their kids, passing it on to the kids. Oh, here you go, passing a drink on to the kid. But you're a mom. Really? Oh my goodness, that breaks my heart when I see that type of stuff. I had a friend back home in Ohio. When I say to Ohio, she used to smoke and she used to pass it down to her child to smoke. And I was like, she said, I'd rather for them to do it at home. Girl, I don't know where you get your teaching from, but you don't teach your kids, you don't give your kids something to smoke, or you don't give your kids nothing to drink because you're doing it. Who does that? That is the craziest way of parent. That's the worst way of parenting a child. My mom did it, so this is how I'm teaching my kid. Well, you're teaching your kids the wrong way. So that child inside you do all that. So when that child have a child, they're going to do the same thing because they taught you, they seen how you did that. Who does that? It is really crazy, Miss BB. For my punishment, they had read books, music. Oldest daughter knows the whole dictionary word. That's a good punishment. Mostly parents don't punish their kids anymore. They just let their kids do whatever they want to do. If you want to drink and smoke, you go ahead and do it right in the house. And you wonder why your kids act out on you. And you wonder why your kids disrespect you because you're letting your kids be your parent. And when they are kids, learn them while they're little. Don't wait till they get older to teach your kids something because you're going to lose them when they get older. Start when they're small and they will never part from it. They're going to always have, if you're a Christian and you teach your kids about the Bible, they're going to always going to remember that stuff regardless how they go astray sometimes. They're going to always remember what you implanted in them. But it starts from little. Yeah, you're going to say, oh, my kid ain't acting the same way. They probably still got that Christian in them. They always going to read the Bible sometime, but they probably not going to read it as often, but they're not going to forget what you planted in them. Even if you planted bad stuff in them, they're going to always remember what you planted in them, and they're going to act that way. If you argued and cussed and did all that hooping and hollering in front of your kids, guess what? They're going to argue and fuss and get them a man and do all that hooping and hollering in front of them. Learn your kids to be humble. Learn to your kids to live a peaceful life. I am very humble. I don't care. I don't let people get to me. Mostly people let other people get to them. That's why they can't teach their kids stuff, because they let other people get to them. They're too busy laying up with a man other than teaching your kids, or too busy laying up with a woman because you can't teach your kids the right stuff. You better learn while you can. You better listen to me while you can, because let me tell you something. Time is running out for our children. That's why you see so many young, it used to be a lot of older people dying now. Now you see all the younger people dying. There's parents burying their kids. It should never be that way. Parents should never bury their kids. Kids should never bury their parents. Kids supposed to bury their kids. Kids supposed to bury their parents. But you see, parents burying their kids because there's so much stuff out here going on. Everybody dying. And when I look on TV now, it's all kids. I was like, wow. A little girl just got killed. Well, she just fell to her death. She was 17 years old. It's sad out here. The world is coming to an end. We have to stay prayed up. We got to teach our kids now, or we're going to lose more and more kids every day. After a while, there's not going to be no kids left because they're not taught at home to do the right thing. Miss Bibi said, these kids don't even say yes. Oh, girl, tell me. Say it again. Yes, these kids don't even say yes, ma'am. Now, I don't play that. You kind of respect. Let me tell you something, Miss Bibi. You ain't saying nothing but a word, girl. That's absolutely true. Yeah. We still have 7 or younger. My family, the switch Bible and punishment still exists in my family. I won't tolerate 7-year-olds being 17. But they are being 17 now. I'm not going to tolerate that mess either. You got me messed up. A little boy just got killed and got a baby on the way. Wow, Miss Bibi, how old was he? See what I mean? They're little kids. Little kids raising themselves. Little kids bringing guns to school. Kids bringing guns to school. And who they learn? Oh, I don't know where they get the gun. From your house. That's where they get it from. Oh, I don't know how you got it. Because you didn't put it up. How you going to leave a gun out for a kid to get it? Kids bringing drugs to school. Where they get that from? From you. Smoking in front of them. They learning where you're putting it at. But you a parent. You are not no parent doing all this stuff. I see all this stuff happening. Oh, my kids are growing up so wrong. Why? Why do they grow up so wrong? Because they're learning it from home, and then they learn it from TV, and then they learn it from school. They're learning how to hate from home, then they learn more hate from school, then they learn more hate from TV. Learning how to twerk at home, they learning more twerk at school, they learning how to twerk at school on TV. They learn more twerking than learning how to read the Bible. They learning more this hip hop music more than learning how to listen to some more gospel music. So much stuff going on, and y'all guys are listening to these kids, letting these kids do this, letting your kids smoke at home with you. Who does that? That was the most. I could have fell out my chair when I see my so-called friend back here letting her kids smoke. I don't know. Don't let your children watch adult shows and watch what you watch. Yeah, people let their little kids do that. So when they're watching these adult shows, they're learning from what they should do, what they gonna do. And you wonder why so many kids are doing so much raping other people, because they're learning it from TV. Kids watch everything you do and will repeat it. Absolutely, Sonia. They're gonna repeat whatever you do. If I'm out here doing bad, acting crazy, my kid gonna watch everything I do. Oh, mom doing it, I might as well do it. If I'm out here yelling and cussing and doing all this crazy stuff to people, every time I see somebody, they're going to do the same thing. And you're going to wait later on in life and see that kid doing all that stuff that you used to do. Oh man, I shouldn't have done that. It's too late to say that. That's why it says you teach your kid while they're younger and they never part from it. I don't care if a kid is older, they're going to still remember what you taught them. It's still going to be embedded in them. I don't care how they try to act hard. They still got those morals, what you taught them. If you taught them how to be a gangster and be mean to one another, they're going to keep that in their mind always. They're going to go around hating one another, and they're going to teach their kids the same thing. That's why so much hate in the world. Because you're teaching your kids those type of things. Oh, it shouldn't be that much hate. But you taught your kid that, though. You didn't sit down and talk to them about the Bible. You didn't tell them to love one another. You didn't tell them that there's no such thing as black and white. We all bleed the same color. Yeah, we all bleed the same color. I ain't never seen nobody bleed purple. We all bleed the same color. You have to teach your kids that. Stop letting them have this stuff on about, oh, I don't like that color, or I don't like that race. Stop letting kids do that. And then when you see them doing that, stop them in time. If they didn't learn it from you, stop them now and say, hey, ain't no such thing as that. We ain't gonna do this race things here. It's okay to love one another. It's okay to be happy with one another. It's okay for you to play with that color. It's okay for you to play with this person. Stop saying, oh, you better not play with them. Oh, don't give them that color baby doll. Or don't do this. I see a lot of people do that. I don't care what color baby doll you get. Purple, green, yellow, white, orange, whatever. Get it. Stop teaching kids just to get that color baby doll. Stop teaching kids just to talk to that color race. We are all here to love one another. And we got to teach our kids that. That is the way we grow. That is the way our kids grow. So many killings out here, and some of these kids are killing their own sisters and brothers because they're looking at the violence that's in your home. You got so much violence going on in your home. That's all they know about is being a thug. Most of the kids, all they know about is being a thug. Oh, I'm going to be a thug. My daddy's a thug. They got the pants hanging all the way down to their knees. Really? That's what they learn. Hey, Willie Will, how are you doing this morning, sweetie? How you doing this morning? Thanks for joining. Yeah. So stop trying to teach your kid how to be a thug. Ain't no thugs. That stuff is horrible. Teach your kids to be a child while they can. Stop letting your kids raise their sisters and brothers. I see a lot of people doing that. Letting the other kids raise their sisters and brothers. Yeah. I'm glad you're doing much better. Well, yay, Willie Will. I'm so happy for you. I'm glad everything is better. I'm glad you got back on track again. And you know trouble doesn't last always, Willie. No matter how people try to stop you from succeeding where you're gonna get to, you're gonna get there because you're doing amazing. And don't let nobody tell you, Willie, that you're not doing a good job because you're doing awesome. You're doing awesome. I think you're doing awesome. So don't let people come to your live stream and steal your joy. Before you get on your live stream, from now on, we'll pray before you go there, sweetie. Yeah, you got to catch up on your sleep. Yay, you got caught up on it. Yay. Yeah, because you be tired on your live stream. I'll be watching you. Melvin says, old man taught young boys how to become a man, but now it's teaching them how to become statistic and system and how to become their lifestyle. Yeah. Nobody is not teaching everybody the right stuff no more. You're teaching your kids it's okay to wear their pants all the way almost down to the knee level. Thank you. You're very welcome, Willie Will. Yeah. Yeah, you're teaching your kids how to wear their pants all the way down. You're teaching letting your daughters wear these shorts all the way up a tail feather. And you're not saying, don't you wear that out my house. You're not saying nothing. You just letting her do it. You sleeping, you up under a man sleeping. Ain't worrying about how your daughter going to school every morning. Because you're too busy thinking you're going to lose that man that's probably looking at your daughter. Because you ain't teaching her the right stuff, how to dress, how to be a lady, or how to be a man. Because he wearing pants all the way down to, almost down to his ankles. And the girl wearing stuff all the way up to her tutu. Because she ain't taught the right thing. I'm glad I have great friends. Yeah. Yeah, it's right on right, Miss BB, because that's what, the man you laying there with watching your daughter, she out here wearing this little short stuff, but you ain't taught her how to be a lady because she wearing what she want to wear. Stuff look like panties on her. But you ain't saying, go back and take that stuff off. What are you doing with that? You still laying up with that man while he probably looking at your daughter while you still laying up with him. Who does that? Crazy women and crazy men. That's who does that. You better take a hold on your kids while you can right now. Ain't no way I'm going to let my child walk out the house with no stuff weighed up on her butt like that. That's horrible. My grandson started to cuss and the parents got nerves to steal the babies to stop it. Wait a minute. My grandson started to cuss and the parents got nerves to tell the baby to stop it. You got to do more than tell them to stop it and tear that child butt up from cussing. Nobody shouldn't be cussing. You shouldn't teach them. And mostly I see a lot of people, this is another thing that gets on me. I see kids cussing and the parent laughing. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, it's cute. It's cute now. Wait a little bit longer. You're going to see how cute it is. Yeah. They always so cute. It's never cute to cuss. What's so cute about cussing? Because they little. They doing, oh, that's so cute. Yeah, they're going to continue on doing that. And they're going to disrespect you, sister or brother. Wake up, crazy. You think it's cute now. I see a lot of people, oh, she's so cute. Did you see what she said? Yeah, that's bad what she said. But that's bad what he said. Oh, that's so cute. That's not cute. People cracks me up these days when they're raising their kids. I thank God that I had a very stern mother when it came to raising me, that she taught me the things that I know today. Yeah, because if she didn't teach me what I knew today, I wouldn't know nothing. So we got to learn to love one another and teach our kids proper way to love one another. Teach them about the Bible. Teach them that there is a God. There's a lot of kids don't even believe in God. You know why? Because they wasn't taught it. Yeah, it's true, Miss BB. They wasn't taught it. They wasn't taught how to believe in the Bible. Oh, I don't believe in God. I hear a lot of kids tell me, I don't believe in God. Why you don't believe in God? I just don't believe in him. Is it because your mother don't believe? Oh, my mother, we don't talk about no Bible. This one little girl told me, we don't talk about no Bible. She was 9 years old. We don't talk about no Bible. No, I don't know nothing about no Bible. And so grown, it wasn't nothing but 9 years old. Like she 18 years old. Girl, you only 9. Go sit down somewhere. Bye, Felicia. Talking about you don't know nothing about your Bible. Your mom needs to sit down somewhere too and teach you about the Bible. How about that? Sitting there talk like she's so grown. You don't know nothing about nothing right now. You still wet behind your ears, little girl. Well, what are you? Yeah. So teach them about the Bible. Pray with them daily. Let them know to get on your knees and pray when you wake up in the morning. Get on your knees and pray when you go to bed at nighttime. Pray before you eat. There's a lot of people that doesn't pray before they eat. They just go in on it. Forget who gave them their meal. Forget about God when you eat. You got that good meal, but you forget about who gave it to you. One thing about me, I pray every morning. I pray before I eat. That's just what I do. I don't know what you guys do, but that's what I do. If you don't do it, you need to start doing that because it's good to do that. We need to pray before we eat. We need to teach our kids to pray before they eat. Most of the people don't teach their kids to pray before they eat. They just tell them, go eat. Go sit down anywhere and eat. You don't want nothing to do with your kids as long as they're eating. Who does that? People here on earth, that's who does that. A crazy parent that just doesn't have time for her kids. Willie, I thank you for being my boy. Seriously, I mean it. Well, thank you. Melvin, you are funny. And so let's pray before we eat always. We let's teach our kids and let's embed those things to our kids to love one another. Teach them there's no such thing as hating one another. We shouldn't hate one another. I don't care what color you are. We should love one another for who they is. We should teach our kids not to judge people. You wonder why your kids judging each other because you're judging people at home. They're watching what you do. If you're going around judging people, they're going to do the same thing you do. They're watching you. They're watching what you do. So I'm a judge because somebody else is judging. Oh, I don't like what she wear. Oh, she look this way. Because they see the parents saying that. So they're going to grow up in Georgia judging people. Stop judging people. You don't know nobody's story, but you're going to go around judging. Stop it. Yes, mothers is teaching their daughters how to use the system instead of being married with a father in the home. They teach them how to apply for welfare to do. Yes, absolutely. That is the wrong way to do. Absolutely poetic. You ain't said nothing but the best. Absolutely. People are teaching their kids the wrong stuff, and it's pathetic. You are so welcome. Oh, okay. So they have children, many children with no father in their home. Absolutely, they have many children that doesn't have fathers in their home. They teaching children to depend on welfare. Hey, go get those food stamps and go get that other money. They teaching children that's the way to go. They teaching children not to work. They sitting home looking crazy every day. Ain't got a pot to piss in or where to throw it out. But they teach the kids the same thing. I'm good here chilling with all the ladies. Yeah, so we got to learn to teach our children the correct way. That's why there's nothing but baby mamas with bunch of that's why there's nothing but baby mamas with bunch of kids living off of. Amen, poetic. Say it one more time. Yes, it is. Yeah. So we got to learn to live the correct way. Teach our kids the correct way. Teach our kids what's right and what's wrong. Stop teaching your kids craziness. Stop teaching your kids stuff. That's what half of us teaching our kids stuff. What I mean by stuff, just foolishness. And sometimes you don't teach your kid at all, nothing at all. They go to school and learn everything. Oh, Mom, guess what I learned from school? Gang signs and all this craziness. Who does that? Yeah. So teach the kids the right stuff. Learn them. They're not going to, they always remember the kids are going to learn from you. And they're not going to learn from the next person. It starts from home. And I don't care what people say that it doesn't start from home. Yes, it does. It starts from home. It starts at home first. And then the kids get around another child. And then they learn more stuff. Then they're looking at all this crazy stuff happening on TV. Then they learning more. Then they learning about suicide. Oh, you can hear a kid talking in school. Oh, I want to kill myself. Then that kid coming home talking about they want to kill themselves. Because they listen to what other people say. You haven't taught them how to live. Live. You're not teaching them that. You too busy laying up with a man or laying up with a woman all day. Who does that? Crazy parents. That's who does that. Teach a kid to be a young lady. Teach a kid to be a young man. So when they get older, they will not part from that. And if they do, they're going to still have that stuff that you implanted in them. Regardless if they don't go to church no more. Regardless if they don't pray no more. They're still going to have the stuff, the morals that you taught them still in them. So don't think it's gone away because they're not doing some of the stuff that you taught them. It's still there. But they're not telling you it's there. They still trying to read the Bible probably to their kids. But still suffering on the inside. But don't worry about if you taught the kids the right way and they go the wrong way. It's okay. Because God's going to send them back to where they need to be at. Yeah. But you got to teach them from babies. Don't wait till they get 5 years old and they'll go to school because they already learned about hate. They already learned about killing themselves. They already learned about suicide. They already learning about disrespecting one another. They already learning about their morals. They learn about everything. And if they get older, they learn around how to be a hood rat, how to be nasty, how to be doing all this stuff. No safe sex, no nothing. They just doing their thing because of what they see other people doing. Yeah, yeah. So we got to learn our kids the right way, teach our kids the right way while they're little. Don't wait until they get into school and say, I taught my kids. I don't know why they acting like that, because you didn't teach them when they were little. That's why crazy. Teach them home. Teach them while they're little. Don't wait till they get some older, because usually when the kids get older, it's too late. They watching what you do. Always remember, a kid gonna watch what you do. If you're going around fussing everybody out, cussing everybody out, guess what? And you wonder why your kid's doing all that. Oh, why did she learn that? Girl, why they do that? Girl, bye. You know why they did all that. They're looking at you. That's why they did it. They're looking at you do that stuff. You always asking somebody why they do that. Who does that? People here on earth. They love watch you. Oh, why my son doing that? He watch you do the stuff that you do to that man or to that woman. That's why he doing that. Or why he acting out? Why he do this? People bringing guns to school, bringing drugs to school. Where do you get all this stuff? From your house? Oh, I don't know how you get to that. From you. Drinking in school, cutting school, slipping out, leaving the school, going to do other things. Committing suicide because they don't have nobody to talk to. Mostly kids commit suicide because they don't have nobody to talk to. Oop, no, sorry, Miss B. Yeah, because half of the time they don't have nobody to talk to. So they end up committing suicide. I see it happen every day, on a daily. Little kids committing suicide. Why is little kids committing suicide? Because their mom or dad is not talking to them at home about being about life, reading the Bible, about loving yourself. Most of the kids don't love themselves because they're not taught it at home. They don't know how to love themselves. That's why they don't know nothing about God, because they're lost, because they're not taught it at home. Everything a kid learns is from home first. Because the kid don't know it from school because they're not in school first. They're at home first. So you can't say they learned it from school. They got to learn stuff from home first. It starts from home. Starts from home. Once they learn stuff from home, then they're going to go to school and learn more stuff from bad. But if you teach them how to be a Christian at home, how to live a good life at home, then when they go to school, they be like, well, no, man, I ain't into all that. Or no, girl, I ain't into all that. I'm okay. And when that person passing that cigarette, oh, no, I'm good. But if you didn't teach them from the home from the beginning, they're going to take that cigarette and they're going to smoke it. And if you got them cussing at home, they're going to go home and they're going to go to school and do the same thing. So don't say they learned it from school now. First of all, you got to teach them from home first. Because they haven't even made it to school yet when they're little. So how they learn it from school, from school, when they ain't even made it to school yet? They learn it from home first, and then they go to school and do these things. Then they go looking at TV, people hating each other, killing each other, suicide, all this crazy stuff. Yes, usually what they learn from home, they take it to school and tell the teachers and friends all kinds of, amen, they do. Hey, good morning, Frank. How are you? Thanks for joining, love. Yeah, that's right, Willie Will. So we got to teach our children the proper way. I don't care I don't care how hard it is. Stop being a lazy parent, being a parent. There's so many lazy parents out here, then their kids do all types of stuff. Pants all up their butthole. You know better than that. Pants all, then the girl's pants all up her butt, and the boy's pants all the way down to his knees, past his knees. What type of stuff is that? Pull your pants up, boy. Put some clothes on, girl. Stop all that. That's what I tell my kids. I would tell them that. I was like, girl, if you don't see me dressing like that. No. Yes, it's ridiculous, Willie Will. Yeah. They learning it from you, though. They learning it from what you do. You haven't taught them how to be a young lady. You haven't taught them how to be a young man. So they don't know nothing for what they done learned in school already. Because you didn't teach them at home, like I told you, from little. You didn't teach them at home. They learning how to put their little hoochie mama shorts on and all this little nasty looking crazy stuff they think they look cute in. This horrible looking. And the men pants all the way down to his knees, past his knees. But they ain't learning that from you. So when they go to school, they be like, oh, yeah, this is a style. Yeah, that's a style, all right. Your style. That's horrible. Women out here being attention seekers just to get men. They learning it from their mom. Their mom, they see the mom with all this little nasty stuff on, so they're going to put that stuff on. You're not teaching your kids stuff correctly, so they're going to do that stuff to what they see you do. Oh, I see her do that, so I'm going to do it. You guys need to stop right now while you can. If you're raising your kids this way now, if you didn't raise your kids from the little, start right now, starting getting bed into them what they need to know. Don't wait till they go to school. But if you did wait for them to go to school, it's not too late to turn them around. Some people don't never talk to their kids. Oh, what the girls would be doing, take extra clothes to school and change into something, yeah, absolute Willie will. I seen that happen a lot. Yeah. You thinking you got you a good daughter going to school and she done changed into a hoochie mama outfit. Something all up her tail feather for some attention. Mostly girls do that because they're not getting attention from home. That's why a lot of people do that type of stuff. They're not getting attention, so they need attention. They're going to want to get attention for whoever they can get attention from. If it's at home for whoever, they're going to get that attention because they're not getting it from home like they should. You should always give your kid attention. You should always talk to your kid about, how was your day? Is there anything that I need to talk to you about? Is there anything that you need to tell me? Is anything going on in your life that we need to talk about? People don't do that anymore because they're simply out for themselves. They can care less of what you're saying. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Or what the girl. Yeah. So yeah, we got to learn to teach our kids at home. Teach them at home. Teach them at home. Don't stop teaching. I don't care. Don't stop telling your kids what they need to do. Ask your kids every day, is your day is okay? Do you need for me to talk to anybody? Are you feeling stressed? Are you having pressure in school? Because kids get peer pressure a lot. But you would never know if you don't talk to your kid. The kids be in a lot of depression. You don't never know because you don't talk to your kid. You have to talk to your kids on a daily. Sometimes kids don't tell you nothing. Most of the kids, I taught my kids to grow up, we talk to each other, talk about what's going on in your life. Because if you don't talk to them, they're never going to tell you nothing. You never know if that kid is hurting inside. There's a lot of kids are in pain this day, but they don't tell their parents because their parents never been there for them. So they don't have nobody to talk to. You're also getting bullied. Absolutely, bully will. Yeah. So if you teach your kids from the start about bullying, about hating, parents get mad at teachers because what their child goes back and tell them. Absolutely, they do, Sonia. But it ain't the kid's fault. It's your fault. Talk to them about getting bullied. Ask them, is anybody hurting you up there? Ask them, is they depressed about anything? Ask them if they're stressed out about anything. Nobody does these things anymore. They just send the kids to school. Don't care what the kid have on. They can have on shorts high as the whatever, high as a mountain. They don't care. They're gonna send you to school in it. A boy's pants all the way down to his kneecaps, past his kneecap. They don't care. They're going to send you to school. As long as they got that man or that woman man up against them, they don't even care about their kids these days. People having kids just to be having kids. Stop having kids if you're not going to teach them correctly. Stop having kids and throwing them away and giving them to somebody else. I see a lot of kids, mothers giving their kids to somebody else. That's your kid. That's not the other person's kid. I see a lot of kids raising their sisters. Hey, Gossip, how are you? Hi, thanks for being here, sweetie. Yeah. A lot of kids raising their own self. A lot of kids raising their sisters and brothers. Why? Because that's how it is. Make sure you thumbs up the live as you come in if you can. Or some parent on drugs or drink. Absolutely will, yes. They're on drugs and drinking and smoking. And they don't have time to raise their kids. Yeah, that's absolutely true. But you come in here, you want to be a parent when you see your kids getting in trouble. Oh, so many kids are in foster care. Like I said, I'm a foster parent too. And I see a lot of kids come to my home on drugs. Kids are on drugs. Little as 11 and 12 years old doing drugs because their parent wasn't a parent at home. So that's why they're in foster care, because their parent not home. There's a lot of kids getting molested about a parent's boyfriend because the parent is not being a parent. There's a lot of parents let that happen to their kids and think it's okay. So if you're thinking that's okay, what do you think the child gonna do when she get older? She gonna She gonna be around her kid, raise her kids, and she gonna let her kid know that it's okay to get molested by a man. It's okay for that man to touch you. It's not okay. You're teaching your kid the wrong stuff. Teach your kid the right stuff so they will never part from it. And they will never part from it. I don't care what people say. Oh, they live in that way. They may live that type of way, but they're going to still come back to your morals, what you taught them. Always remember that. People don't teach their kids the right stuff no more because they're teaching them mess. Teaching them how to twerk everywhere. Oh, yeah. Teach them how laughing at them when they cussing. Who laughs at a person while they cussing? Who does that? You don't laugh at people while they cussing. It's horrible. I don't have kids, but I know if I did, I would tell my kids the realness of the world and not keep it secret, and my child will be scared to. Amen, Frank. We should never be. Frank, there is a lot of parents afraid of their children. Why you have kids and you're afraid of your own kids? Who does that? Don't be afraid of your own children. You raised them. They didn't raise you. Y'all, I can't say nothing. I had a change of clothes when I left the house when I was a teenager. I did that stuff. Well, you know what, Sonia? We live and learn from our mistakes. It's okay, sweetheart. I'm quite sure there's a lot of people done that. But you have lived and learned from your mistakes that you've done. Everybody makes mistakes in the time in the world. Everybody has stories. But it's okay. You learn from your mistake. Teach kids the word of God. Absolutely. They all need to learn the word of God. That's what we were talking about earlier. Teach them about Christ. Teach them about the Bible. There's a lot of kids are lost. They don't know nothing about the Bible. They don't know nothing. They just sit up and just think they know everything. They don't know nothing. They sad. This world right here is a sad world. Sad, sad world because we're teaching our kids a mess. We're letting our kids do mess. We're letting our kids raise their sisters and brothers. Teach them to pray. Teach them to pray before they eat. Teach them to pray before they go to bed. People don't teach their kids to pray before they bed. They just send them and tuck them in bed. Good night. Did you forget who brought you in this world? Did you tell your kid to get up in the morning and pray? Did you tell your kid that? No. Most of the parents don't tell their kids that because most of these parents are sitting up laying in the bed with a man, or sitting up man in bed with a woman, and sending them off to school. And that kid is so burned up inside, so hurt inside. You didn't even ask that kid yesterday before they went to bed, is there anything I need to talk to you about? Do you need to talk to me about anything? Is everything okay in school? Are you feeling pressured? Are you depressed about something? Are you stressed out? Ask your kids these things. No. Most of the parents don't do that because they're too busy laying up with somebody else or on drugs. When you're on drugs, you don't have time to teach your kids. Most of the kids are attention seekers. That's why they wear the stuff that they wear, the clothes that they wear, because they want attention, because they're not getting attention at home. So they wear those type of clothes to school. Most of the kids do that because they're not getting attention at home. Oh, I'm going to go get me some attention. So they know by wearing these little flimsy clothes, they're going to get attention, but they're going to draw the wrong attention. Just because you wear that type of clothes, you're not drawing the right attention. You're drawing the wrong attention. You have to teach your kids that. Don't wear that type of stuff. You're drawing the wrong attention. Don't wear those type of things. You're drawing the wrong attention. Get in that Bible. Sit down and read the Bible. Sit down and say your prayer, girl. Boy. Teach them that. No, but you want them to be the parent. You let the kids raise you. Stop letting kids raise you. They're kids. You're the parent. You're the bigger person. Kids laugh at their kids, changing smoke with kids, cuss around their kids. That's what I was saying earlier. I said all this stuff earlier before you came, Frank. Sleeping with random men, women, kids thinking it's good. We were saying this earlier before you came on, Frank. Yeah. Smoking with their kids. Like I was telling them, Frank, I was telling them, I had a friend that passed whatever, weed or whatever, joint, whatever you want to call it, down to her kids. She drinking with her kids. They just drinking. She said, I'd rather for them to do it at home so they won't get in trouble. Girl, you are one crazy mother. How you going to have a kid doing that stuff at home with you? She shouldn't be doing that at all. She's only 15 years old. Why is she smoking? Why is she drinking? Bad parenting, but you want to be a parent. That's not a parent. Parents don't do that. They teach their kids the correct things. They teach their kids how to be a lady. They teach their kid how to be a young man. So when they go and get older, they know how to be a young man, how to treat a woman. And when a woman get older, she know how to treat her man, how to treat each other. Teach them about being married to one another. Teach them how it is to guide a child the right way. People don't guide their kids the right way because they're simply lazy. There's a such thing called lazy parents. There's a lot of lazy parents just having kids just to be having them. Stop having kids if you can't raise them the correct way. Stop having kids if you're going to sit up and just lay up under a man all day long. Stop having kids if you're going to give them away to your sister or brother or to whoever. Throw them out in the street somewhere. I see a lot of kids tied up in bags out here, but live through it. Tied up because you don't want your kids. Stop doing that. A kid didn't ask to be here in this world. So if you brought a kid in this world, it's your job to teach that kid. how to be a young lady, how to be a young man. Don't give your kid away to somebody else. Don't let your siblings raise your sisters and brothers. I mean, your sisters. Most of the kids are getting raised by their younger sister or brother because a mother don't want to be a mother, but she had these 10 million kids, but she still don't want to be a mother. You had those kids. That kid didn't have that kid. I don't understand what in not even a parent, but I know it's not right. No, it's not right, Frank. It's not right. So having kids, if you know you're gonna abuse it, right? Stop having kids if you know you're gonna abuse it. Kids are so. You know what? One thing about me, I love kids. That's why I do what I do. I love kids, and when I see people taking advantage of a kid, it hurts my heart. It really hurts my heart. Sometimes I wish I could have so many kids, take so many kids on, and have them in my home. But I don't have the room for kids right now. But I'm just saying that's why I do the job that I do when I'm working with kids. I like working with kids. I want to see where their mind frame is at. Most of the kids' mind frame is not even right. Not even this 5-year-old girl. If she gonna tell me she wish she can die already, she ain't even 5 years old. She ain't even experienced the world. You 5 years old saying you wish you can die already. Who does that? Parent, where's your parent at? Why is she's not raising you right? So when these people tell me these type of things, kids tell me that, I have to write this stuff down. Sometimes this stuff go to the higher person, children's services. They find out about what this child has said. No child should be saying she wish she died at age 5. Oh, I hate my life. I had a girl telling me she hated her life. How you gonna hate your life and you ain't number 6 or 7 years old? How you hate your life already? It starts from home, people. Evidently, you're not doing the right thing at home for your child to be saying that she hate her life already. She should be enjoying her life. It haven't even begun yet. 5, 6, 7 years old, your life hasn't begun yet. You're just beginning, sweetheart. But you're gonna tell me you wish you hate your life, you wish she was dead. One girl said she wish she was dead. And that type of stuff tears me up to the heart. I mean, it tears me up to the peak. I say to myself, wow. I close my eyes and think to myself, I feel like crying. But I don't want to cry me a river in front of a child, because let me tell you something, I will cry about a child. She'd be like, why are you crying, Miss Trisha? What's wrong? I don't want to do that. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to write it down so the higher can find out about this. You ain't got no business saying you wish you can die. You dead. 5 years old, girl, you just living. Your mother needs her butt smacked. For real. She needs tore up. So when you're raising the kids, raise them the right way. Get on your knees and pray with your child. Let them know that you are there for them when they are going through trouble. Let them know God is there for them. Talk to God about your troubles. Don't send a kid to school. Yeah, it's really sad, Frank. It's really, really sad. Don't send a kid to school and say, it's okay to do this. It's okay. It's never okay to do none of that stuff. You have to be a parent to your child. Stop letting your child raise herself or himself. There's a lot of kids raising themselves because a parent is so lazy. Oh, I'm laying down. Just put on what you want to put on. Really? Bye, girl. Put on what you want to put on. What in the world? And then the girl put on anything. Okay, go ahead to school. Bye, I love you. You don't love her. How you love her and you let her dress out, go at the house looking like a hot mess, but you love her? You don't love her. You love what welfare is giving to you for her, but you don't love her. No. Just because you have a kid doesn't mean you love her. There's a lot of people have kids and don't even love their kids. Let them do all types of stuff. Don't pray with them. Don't take them to church. Don't do nothing with them. They sit in the house and learn all kinds of nasty stuff. I had a little girl a foster child I had in my house humping a teddy bear all day. Where'd she get that from? I said, where do you get this stuff from? She said, my daddy, mommy. 6 years old in my home. I had her as a foster child. Going around humping teddy bears. I say, girl, what are you doing? I had to catch her so many times. Yeah. So it comes from home. I'm trying to tell you, this stuff comes from home. Some of these parents are killing these innocent babies. They didn't actually be brought into the world. And it really upsets me how they are treated until they die. Absolutely really will. Just like that little girl got molested and raped by her stepfather. She didn't ask to be brought in this world. She didn't ask to be brought in here. But somebody done raped her and killed the poor little girl. He's going to have to answer to God. Over a civilization is causing so many evils. Absolutely, gossip. You are absolutely right about that. So many kids are evil. So many kids are living the wrong way. Because they're looking what their parents are doing. I brought my kids up the right way. I want them to live the right way. I don't want a daughter that's going out wearing these little freaky little clothes. Ain't gonna get her nowhere because she want attention. Mostly kids want attention because they're not getting it from their parents. Mostly kids bring guns and stuff to school because their parents leaving this mess all the way around the house. They bring drugs to school. I see it all the time on the news. And the parent, first thing a parent say, why? Why? Crazy woman, raise your kids the right way. That's why. And then there's kids killing kids. And you're wondering why? Because you're not raising your kids from the start. It starts from the home. If you raise the kids the right way, you'll see how your kids will grow. They will grow. They will learn from what they did. I don't care what your kids say. I don't care how your kids think. They're going to still remember what you embedded in them. Like it says in the Bible, teach a kid and they will never part from that. I don't care if a kid stop doing what you taught them, but they're going to still have those morals in them, what you taught them to do. Love one another. Stop hating one another. Pray. Read the Bible. Kids are going to remember these things. They may not do it on a time that you want them to do it, but let me tell you something. They're going to do it still. Older kids going to do it still. But you got to teach the kids while they're young now. Don't wait till they get in high school. Don't wait till they get in grade school. Don't wait till they get in the first grade. They already know so much at the first grade. These kids now, 5 years old, they know more than you know now. They can tell you a lot of stuff. They can tell you a lot of stuff. 2 and 3 year olds tell you a lot of stuff. And you'd be amazed what they tell you at 2 and 3 years old. Sometimes these kids seem like they've been here before, especially these little babies. They know so much. I'll be like, what? Yeah, they know a lot. And then you be like, wow, where are you getting all this stuff from? Some kids are just wise, very wise. And some kids learn it from their parents. Craziness anyways. But the good stuff, they just learn from themselves. There's a lot of good 2 and 3 year olds know good things. And you look at them, you're like, wow, that's wonderful. Where you learn that from? From myself. Some kids learn good things by themselves because their parents too busy being crazy, laying up with men. I see a lot of parents laying up with men or laying up with their woman. They're not listening to what the kid is telling them. My sis, I seen the movie called Garcia's Choice. It's based on a true story. The girl named Garcia, she raised up her 3 brothers. Wow, I need to go. I'm going to have to look at that. Garcia's or Garcia? I'm going to have to look at that. Is it on Netflix or something, Sherry? Yeah. People raising their own sisters and brothers. That is your job. If you had that job, that is your job to raise your kids, not the siblings' job. I see a lot of that happened today. I had a group of 3 kids. This girl I was supposed to be over these kids. The foster kids came to my house. I had a group of 3, a sibling group. She was like 9 years old, but she wanted to tell me about how to raise her brothers. I say, I got this. You may did that at your home with your parents. Your parent let you raise them, but I'm the one supposed to raise them right now, being that they're in my home. She didn't want me to say nothing to her brother. She said, no, I'll change his pamper. No, I'll wash him up. She was so used to getting this done, being the parent at home to her sibling, so she wanted to come to my house and be the sibling here. No. You're a child, so you're gonna stay in a child's place. You're not a grown person yet. So I'm gonna do the raising here while they're in my house. It hurt her heart so bad because this is what she used to. When your child is used to something, they're gonna continue on doing that when they come to your home. It was a sibling group of 3 in my home, and foster kids. I had them like 2 years, and then they went home. But I hope and pray that girl is not still raising her siblings, because she was only 9 back then, so maybe she's about 12 now, maybe now, but yeah. Don't let your sibling raise your kids. That is your job, not your kids' job. Pray to your kids every day. Pray for them. Let them know every day. Ask them every day before they go to school, is everything okay? Do I need to go up to the school? Are you depressed about anything? Anything stressing you out? Anybody hurting you in school? Anybody bullying on you in school? Do people say that to their parents anymore, or do you just send them out to school? Mostly parents just send their kids off to school and don't say a word. Oh, they'll be all right. Most of the parents I hear them say, oh, they're good. How you know they good? Because they went to school this morning smiling. Sometimes smiles can be deceiving. People smile all the time, but that don't mean they're happy because they smile. You're not finding out nothing about your kid. Just because they're smiling, you think they're okay. Oh, they good. I see a lot of parents say they good. Are you sure they good? How about when that girl killed herself? Was she good? She smiled, but was she good? No, she wasn't good. You didn't get to know what was wrong with her. but she killed herself because she was smiling, so you thought she was good. They're not always good when they smile. You don't know nobody's heart. You don't know what pain they're going through inside because you're going by what a person's smiling, how they smiling. Oh, I'm okay, yeah. Happy-go-lucky, but you don't know what that person feeling inside. But you're looking on the outside, other than looking in inside and trying to figure out what is wrong with my child. Why is she isolating herself from each other? Most of the kids show you what's going on in their life because they isolate themselves. Oh, she always stay in the room. It's okay. Really? But do you know why she's staying in the room? Is something bothering her? Is something that you need to talk to her about it? You don't know that because you don't talk to your child enough. Let's talk to our kid a little bit longer. Read the Bible a little bit longer. Like my video said, just a little bit longer. That's all God asks for you, to talk to your children just a little bit longer. And you'll see how things work out. Don't be your kid best friend. That is a no-no. Be your kid parent. Be a good parent too. Don't just be a parent. Anybody can be a parent. Anybody can be a mother. They call themselves these things, but absolutely they're not. You want to do the proper thing. You want to act right. You want to do right. You want to be good when it comes to your parents, kids. You want to pray with your kids when they need to talk to you, when they need prayer. You want to read the Bible to your kids, even though they don't know nothing in the Bible, still read it to them. If you don't know nothing in the Bible, ask for wisdom and understanding. Yes, ask for wisdom and understanding. People don't ask for wisdom and understanding. I don't know a lot of things in the Bible, and I ask God for wisdom and understanding and give me strength to go on. Sometimes I don't think I can go on sometimes, but I ask for wisdom, understanding, and strength to go on. We all get like that. Just because we're Christian doesn't mean we don't get a certain way. I still get that way. I get exhausted sometimes about different things that's going on, but you know what? I don't give up on who I am. I don't give up on my kids because I'm exhausted about what I'm going through. Most of the people give up on their kids because they're so much busy thinking about themselves. It's all about me, me, me. No, it's not all about you. If you had kids, it's about them. It was about you before you had kids. Now it's about you and your kids and God. That's what it's about. But so many people give up on who they are because they're listening to what other people are saying. So many kids give up on who they are because it's peer pressure. When you have peer pressure, you don't know which way to go. You go in so many different directions. You don't know which direction to turn to. Oh man, I don't know. And that's what commits suicide. Because your mind telling you, oh well then, just kill yourself. And that's what they end up doing because they don't think they have nobody to lean on. They don't have the attention from their mom and dad. When you should be teaching them these things. So it's your fault they killed themselves, not their fault. It's your fault. And you will be accountable for that, especially when they're young and they do something to themselves. Because you wasn't there for them. Be there for your kids always, not sometimes. Don't be a part-time mom, be a full-time mom. Being a parent is a full-time job, not a part-time job. Stop being part-time when it comes to your children. Be full-time when it comes to your children. Your children need you every single day, not sometime. Stop being sometime like you be to people here on earth. These are your kids. You don't handle your kids like you handle people here on earth. These are your children till they're 18 years old, really to 21. And they still going to be your kids after that. But that's when you part from them and let them live their life. If they want to not do what you do anymore, they don't want to live by your rules anymore, then let them do what they got to do. But let me tell you something, they're going to always come back to where they learned their morals and their obedience all from you, because it starts from you. Always remember that, no matter what nobody say, always remember it comes from where you come from. That's when kids learn their stuff is from you. If you have not taught them nothing from the beginning, they're going to learn nothing from the beginning. If you taught them something from the beginning, they're going to learn it till the end. Always remember these things. I know what I'm talking about, guys. Apologize, my phone went dead preparing for church and having to pick up my dad's gift. He's my godfather, has the only dad I have left. He's almost got 90. My uncle's 90, almost 90, so I can go look up. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank God. Well, hey, happy Father's Day to you. Do you have any kids, Willie? Well, I never asked you that. If you don't, happy Father's Day to you if you do have kids. Yeah, so yeah, we just got to learn to be good. I don't have a father anymore. My father is dead. My father been dead like almost 20 years ago. And I was always a daddy's girl. So today is Father's Day for my father too. Yeah. He's been dead 20 years ago, but you know what? He still lives in my heart regardless. If he's been dead 50 years, he's going to always still be here in my heart until I meet him again. Yeah. So yeah. So just always be good to one another. Always tell your kids to love one another, no matter what color they are. Teach your kids, don't go by what color a person is, because kids go by what a, what color a person is, because they're learning that from you. Oh, I don't like that color. You know why they don't like that color? Because they learned it from you. You don't like that color, so they're not gonna like it either. So stop letting kids grow up like you doing. Teach your kids differently. If you're a crazy parent, don't teach them crazy stuff. Teach them the right stuff. If you sick in the head, don't teach them to be sick in the head like you are. If you acting a fool, don't teach them how to act a fool. Teach them the right way. Teach them to be good to one another. Teach them to love one another. Be there for one another when they need you. You be there for your kids. I'm going to get off this live stream in about 5 minutes with you guys, but I want you guys to always remember to love your kids. Take time out with your kids, no matter what a kid say, no matter how a kid feel. Take time out with your kids, because kids are precious jewels that God sent from earth. So if you're going around mistreating your kids, God is looking at that. If you're going around ignoring what your kids say, God is looking at that. Be a parent. Be a real parent. There's a lot of people call themselves parents, but they're simply not parents. There's a lot of people call themselves good parents, but they're simply not good parents. They're doing everything. They're teaching their kids how to smoke. They're teaching their kids how to drink. They're teaching their kids how to cuss. They're teaching their kids how to hate one another. When we're supposed to love one another. So we got to teach our kids to love one another. That is what it says in the Bible. So we have to learn these things and learn it the right way. Stop going around being wishy-washy with each other. Start loving one another a little bit longer, a little bit harder. Just be gentle. Just be humble. Be humble always. I am a humble person. That's why I get on live stream to let you guys know God is coming back for the good. And if you're not prayed up and if you're not living right, you're not going to be nowhere but stuck right here with these crazy folks. We all want to make it to promised land. So we got to live right. We got to repent our sins. If we've done anything wrong to somebody, you need to apologize to them. Sometimes you have to be the bigger person to apologize. People don't come to you and apologize to you when they do you wrong. Just go ahead and say, hey, if I did something wrong to you, I'm apologizing to you. I'm back, y'all. I hope I haven't missed much. I have to catch up. I'm about to get off in 5 minutes, Miss B. I'm so happy you came here. You are awesome to be here. We were just still talking about raising our kids the right way, and just being good to one another, loving one another. Not just loving your kids, love one another. Everybody always thinks you're just supposed to just love your kids. Love everybody. And when you pray, don't just pray for yourself. Pray for everybody. It is selfish when you're just praying for yourself. Oh, I want. Everybody always say they want, I want. Pray for everybody. Pray for that homeless person that's on the street. Yeah, we have to, Miss BB. Pray for that homeless person that doesn't have a house. Pray for that homeless person that doesn't have clothes. Stop just praying to, oh God, can you get me a house? I'm looking for that big old car that you promised me. God ain't promised you nothing. One thing, you ain't going to get your blessing because you're not praying for one another. You're just praying for yourself. So that's selfish. So if you think you're getting that big old car, you better think again. Pray for one another always. Be kind to one another. I don't care how hard it is. Smile every day like I do. I smile every day. I am a very, very humble person. Stop being so negative. Because when you be negative, you're teaching your kids negative. Be positive. I don't care how people treat you, how people partake you. Still be good to you. Love who you are. Yeah. So don't stop loving. Don't stop giving. Don't stop believing. Look in the mirror every day. Like I tell you guys in my live stream, I am wonderful. I am amazing. I am gentle. I am kind. I am humble. I am going to make it. Don't say I think I'm going to make it. Say I am going to make it. Always say I'm going to make it. Don't ever doubt who you are. Because when you doubt who you are, God going to doubt you. Don't doubt what God made you to be. So if you're doing wrong to your kids, get back on the right track again. It's never too late to get back on the right track with your kids. Do it now. Sherry says, hold on. I'm going on live to show you what movie I'm talking about, my sis. Yes, never. Okay, Sherry, I'm about to get off right now. Yeah, okay, yeah, just be good to everyone and just love everybody and do the right thing. And God bless each and every one of you guys. You guys have an awesome morning. And happy Father's Day to the fathers that I didn't say happy Father's Day to you. And God bless you all. And come back again and see me tomorrow morning. God bless. Bye.